We're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. I forgot what I was playing for a second. And we've basically cleared out this map at this point. No loot that we've seen that we left behind. There's a couple places we can go. There's a check down here that'll take us somewhere. There's a check here. No, this one isn't even a check. This one's just go down. There was a check over here that we could do, which I don't want to forget about. But for now, we're going to go here first. You know what? No, yeah, I said this is what we're going to do first. This is what we're going to do first. We just need to remember that there was that check that's not marked on the map. It said that it went to some underground part of the Upperway, which this might also be leading to the same area. It may just be a pass-through. Okay. Rebels, soldiers, and ordinary workers, everyone perished under the rubble of the ruined bridge and building.
I always keep my options open.
Searching is my observance.
We're gonna go this way first then. Might be able to go around and do it from the other side. Ooh, what is this? I'm sorry, what is this? Sector, Koronus Expanse, Region, Owlcat System. Location, streets in the vicinity of the Owlcat Manor starport. Material, report based on oral accounts and picked recordings added to the archives of House Valancius by the order of Seneschal Versarian. On his journey across the world, caught in the throes of a heretical insurgency, the Lord Captain accidentally witnessed an unholy rite that transpired in one of the maintenance rooms of an aqueduct. This abandoned nook turned out to be a heretic's gathering place for performing their grim and profane acts. The large group of rebels stood frozen in patient anticipation, all staring into the center of the room. No one moved, only the murmur of hushed voices echoed against the metal walls. Okay, the Lord Captain ran a cursory glance over the room, assessing the situation. The rebels were unremarkable in appearance. They were dressed in the shabby clothes of abject rabble, spoke in coarse voices, and had repulsive faces. But what caught the Lord Captain's attention was the look of strange, almost sinister anticipation in their eyes. This was no gathering of loud blasphemers or bored idlers. Only occasionally would they exchange brief, unintelligible remarks. As they stood in a frozen circle, their gazes turned towards the hulking structure in the center of the room. Bulky power transformers, cogitators, crates, and vox-casters took up most of the space. Against their background, the structure in the center stood out oddly. An enormous lens mounted on a stand, it caught the thin sunbeams that made their way through the slits in the ceiling and crossed the half-lit room. Okay, so we've got awareness and lore warp. I kind of want to do the warp check. That's what we're going to do. So we were checking out this item with the warp in mind. The enormous mounted lens was undoubtedly imbued with the power of the archenemy, inimical to all that is noble and virtuous in the universe. Anyone caught in the corrupted light it emits will face horrifying consequences. Okay. Now we get to do the awareness check as well. The Lord Captain peered into the darkness enveloping the room. Okay, succeeded that as well. That one was 100% anyway, so. Although barely visible, behind the closed ranks of the insurgents, the rusted barrels with evidently flammable contents had not escaped the Lord Captain's keen eye. One good shot at those barrels would decimate the number of heretics on Owlcat Manoris. The enormous mounted lens was doubtlessly imbued with the power of the archenemy, inimical to all those as noble and virtuous in the universe, anyone caught in the corrupted light. Cool. For now, I guess we patiently observe. Nothing else to do. As if commanded by a grim, unseen force, the insurgents fell silent at once and in a single movement parted. A thick, sticky silence filled the room. The heretics' gazes were turned towards a metal structure with a lens on top of it, standing tall in the middle of a circle of melting candles. Piles of books and unholy symbols drawn on the floor. The structure flashes as a single sun ray illuminated it. A sound of bare feet broke the sinister silence as a man emerged from the deep shadows. Reeling, he entered the circle and collapsed on his knees in front of the enormous lens. Not a second had passed before many rebel hands gripped the fallen man's shoulders and hair. Remember, comrade, the last sunray you behold will be yours only, shared with no one else. Your holy final dawn, bellowed a lone heretic's voice amid the silent crowd. By the doing of someone's hands, the lens had turned and its focused ray feasted on the prisoner's eyes. So this is how they're burning people's eyes out and making them go mad? The blinded man's harrowing scream shook the very walls of the place. Consumed by the rite, the rebels had not yet noticed the stranger in their midst. The Lord Captain braced himself and... let's blow up the fuel barrels, thinning the heretics' ranks. This pain is meaningless. Only she can show me the true light. Okay. Why would it have the rest of them stay outside, though? Like, that seems like an odd choice. Abelard will get to go before you.
Emperor, give me strength.
Whoops. Didn't mean to move you that far in to do that. I keep doing shit like that. That's okay, though. We can use charge.
That's not the Senegal's job.
I guess that only counts as one square away. Fuck. We messed it up.
Flashes are choking me.
I'll brush this off.
Someone else can do this.
So that does get rid of all of your movement. Shit. Okay, well, still we're able to get that guy, so there's that.
Didn't flinch.
Oh, this'll leave a scar.
Alright, guess you can't do anything.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Well, because that gave you some movement. Oh, I don't love you being by this, though.
Painted black.
Okay, that works.
Advancing.
Analyze him. And we'll see if we can get a decent shot on him.
Request approved.
Oh, he dodged. It's gonna give him another turn, too. Uh-oh. I think that bro is about to blow himself up. Blowing up those barrels did not really thin the herd very much, did it? We were getting really unlucky with some of these shots.
Commands, I act.
Wasn't he the one that we shot at? He should have been marked. Analog marked him so for the extra turn, didn't he? Could have sworn. Alright, how is that not somebody who's visible from there? I really am not liking the way that line of sight is working in this game. It doesn't make sense to me.
Was that you?
Getting a little frustrated by it, if I'm being honest. No one can stop the future. The sun will die. Aurora's prophecy, something, something, went by too fast like always. What is all of this? Did it just skip all this shit? No one can stop the future. The sun will die. Aurora's prophecy will come to pass. Okay, blind man dies. Yeah, we should have destroyed this. This is bad. Why the throne? I have seen much in my time, but what is that abomination? Begone! You do not belong in real space. I should not be able to see you, not with these eyes. It speaks to me. It's in my head. No, shut up. Okay, willpower test failed. Disturbed. Each stack grants a -10 penalty in any willpower or fellowship tests. Adira succeeded. And Cassia succeeded, it looks like. And Pascal succeeded. Everybody else failed. Okay.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Okay, should have been more careful
afraid
about
not.
that. Should have done that first.
If only that were possible. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, so we need to destroy that lens. Yeah, we're gonna lose this fight. We're gonna lose this fight, 100%.
Follow my lead. Target well struck. It will be done.
Okay, maybe that'll help us out a bit.
How'd you like
Go
this?
hand in hand.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I keep forgetting that when you use Psyker abilities, they get attacks of opportunity. We're gonna lose this fight. It is what it is. Okay. Like, if this was a pillar, I'd understand all of this bullshit, but it's not a pillar. It's open. It's completely open. How can you not see across it? I'm just a little salty. That's all. Well, let's find out who we can even hit, since our line of sight's so fucking weird.
Running binary override. My vow is to serve.
They just roll on up. We need to figure out something with her dodge. She seems to get hit way too often. She's not mitigating damage, but she's expected to be a frontliner, so we need to figure out how to fix that.
I'll do it.
0 damage to that thing, huh?
What is this foreboding?
Just a minor setback. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Oh man, that's bad. Ooh, I should have checked the chances on that. They're probably pretty bad, but it's probably because of the head trauma. That head trauma is really hurting us here. If I analyzed first, I may have actually been able to get that kill. Nice.
Doubt is of the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, not bad.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate. On it.
Fair enough. Well done.
It's as good as done.
What ended your turn there? I did not do that. Oh, you died? What? Oh. Something happened. Okay, something happened. Okay, let's see. Prone effect. Okay, not dead, just prone. Agility test. Veil degradation. Okay, so because this is full... Oh, and she used a Psyker ability. That's what happened, okay. So we took a little bit of damage, we failed agility test and got knocked prone. And it was because of something that happened because of the veil degradation. Okay.
Request approved.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'm amended.
Okay. That was rough, but we made it. We made it. If only barely. Your eye is drawn to the peculiar device. At first, you are vexed by worries of some pernicious influence, but the real reason soon became apparent. The glass installed in the device shimmers in a unique way, just the same as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Theodora von Valancius' desk. Okay. Huh. What would glass from one of these have been doing in her office? I wonder if there's like a smaller version of whatever this thing is that they brought to her room. I don't know. It's a clue to something, but I don't know what that clue points us towards. Not yet. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... Abelard trails off when he notices what you are looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. Adira bites her lips. I see it too. Whatever that thing in here in her study was. It was made from the same material as this junk. What? What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First, those minions of the archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora, and now this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Now we know that heretics made it into her office, so I don't know why we'd be surprised to have found this piece of glass that was heretical. I'm trying to remember, but like, there wasn't any indication that she had had it before the heretic showed up, is there? Maybe there was. Come on now, Abelard, remember what she was like. Adira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time is strangely knowing. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. Okay, that was the context that I was missing. So she clearly had pulled it from her desk. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you are born from bad blood. But do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. Perception succeeded. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Not surprised, huh? She knew something more. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood. An annoying hindrance. There is enough venom in Adira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Okay, that's an option that kind of toes the line in the middle a little bit. We can also just say nothing, okay. Yeah, we're gonna say nothing. The coward's way out. Alright, lore, warp, 71%.
The Whispers taught me how.
Okay, it succeeded. The ritual site is covered in ominous heretical symbols, each of which is unmistakably emanating the malevolent power of the warp. Wait, how did nobody take it in? Oh, you got crippled arm, I was gonna say. Okay. Weapon skill and ballistic skill are reduced by -20. That's not the worst thing in the world. She at least still has warp to use. Rogue Trader Theodora von Valancius desires to personally meet with the... Okay. The heretics use the abhorrent powers of this lens to ruin the eyes of the most devout followers of their cult. Okay, a number of new things. Heavy armor, okay. I think you're the... No, you don't even... Gotcha. I don't think anybody has heavy armor proficiency then. Maybe that's something we should give her on her next level up. Message from the cache on Rycad Minoris. A harbinger reports Brother Twilight and his people were unsuccessful. A dangerous enemy, analog vernacular, von Valancius foiled his plans. The duty is now upon us, Aurora's followers, to succeed where Twilight failed. So we've got the name Aurora. Brother Twilight was unsuccessful, so that must be Conrad. Brother Twilight might be Conrad. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, the attack doesn't spend all of the wearer's MP. That's kind of cool. Yeah, nobody has heavy weapon proficiency. So, since you are a navigator, you're not actually considered a psyker. Did not realize that. Okay. Yeah, it's the exact same one you've already got. Okay. I think this is going to be good for you, so if you manage to get up and do one of your swiping attacks, kill 2 at the same time, you can continue using movement. If you have any left over. But the one he's got might actually be better. 25% chance to gain 2 MP. But since you attack, doesn't it just get rid of all of your MP anyway? I'm not really sure how those 2 concepts interact with each other. Alright, we'll put these on you then, for now. So, doesn't look like we have the option to destroy this thing right now.
Here. What's that?
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics
Keep
were
your
burning
wits about
alive,
you.
begging and sobbing and howling.
Aurora's sermon. It's coming, it's drawing ever near. Heed the word of Aurora, abandon all your mundane affairs. Ambition is but dust, desire is but rust upon the metal of the soul. The final dawn is coming, it will put an end to all worldly vanities.
The machine god grants me insight.
15% armor against warp damage. Lore Imperium. The markings on this vox-caster clearly indicate that it belongs to the planetary wardens. These are visible scratches and traces of blood on the device. The cogitator screen reads access code required. Okay, we can see if we can breach it, 100%. Machine spirits look favorably upon you. You overcome the cogitator's defenses. A message archive loads up. Judging by the accompanying notes, the messages were meticulously transferred from paper to the sacred machine storage. Go to missives. New missive. Heed the words of the Harbinger of Aurora. Let it be known to you that the prophesied hour is nigh, and the faithful must triple their effort. Those who stand in the way of our salvation must be swept away. Let it be revealed to you that the enemy is about to receive reinforcements. Remember the name, Analog Vernacular von Valancius. His ship has already entered the system. We should expect this enemy to appear near our positions. Whoever rids our comrades of this threat will be granted Aurora's special blessing. A chance to stand at the prophet's side when the hour comes. Be vigilant, let the final dawn come. New missive, Aurora's Harbingers, wish you to know, comrades, that the von Valancius ship is heading for the Navigator Station. You've got time to prepare a warm welcome for the enemy. Dispatches. Tell the Harbingers we've intercepted a convoy of the governor's underlings who are supposed to meet the von Valancius bloke. Only one out of the whole convoy got away, but he's not long for this world. No one's making it to the governor's hole, not the youngster or the ones he's supposed to meet. Our comrades have got their hands on a guard's vox-caster, and these fools have no clue that we can hear all of their comms. We know their every movement, and we're going to throw them a fine welcome party. Aurora must have no doubts that we'll do whatever it takes to stop her enemies. Let the final dawn come. Okay. So that gives us a little insight on how they've been able to stay ahead of people. Okay, locked safe. The vault can be opened via the cogitator. All that remains is to figure out how to awaken the machine. Spirit by supplying it with the motive force.
Just as I planned.
The sacraments have been laid bare and put on public display. Outsiders should avert their eyes, for it is not for their minds that Holy Scripture was created. You managed to decipher the technical litany. According to it, in order to perform the ritual of the motive force, you must supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the damper is latched, and the supplementary external relay is shut. The supply must be correctly distributed, and in no case must the flow be reset before the circuit is closed. Oh, yep. See, I think that does go out the other way. Now, was all that instructions to bypass the checks here? Or for something else?
Pay attention. Duty prevails. I better myself through my service.
That's how it's done.
Those enormous humming transformers must be part of a single and much larger mechanism that supplies power to the whole hive. Woo! That was close. That was very, very close.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. Carry the Emperor's will as your torch. Never doubt me.
Okay, so we have
Rise
a
to the
whole
top,
bunch of things that we
or
can
get
do
left
here.
in the dust.
What was the order of it again? Okay, you must supply power. Make sure the relay is closed. Do I need to reset this? Okay, so this is the power. So this is the power right here. Supply power. Alright, so close the relay first.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Bro, what? Supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the damper is latched. Was this one the damper? Supplementary relay is shut. The supply must be correctly distributed, and in no case must the flow be reset before the circuit is closed. So there's several ways out of here. Don't worry, we'll come back. Just want to see where these all come up. Because I think I missed this entrance. It's a new area. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
So many places to unlatch these dampeners and stuff. Okay, I think this is going to be that other door that we wanted to check and go through. But I just want to make sure. And then we got to try and figure out this puzzle down here. Yep, okay. Oh, this is where we start. This is the power. Okay, so let's open this up. You managed to decipher the technical litany. Okay, supply power.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, I think there was a device that I was missing, so I just reset here. And apparently there's one over here. Yeah, I completely missed this one. Everything appears to be correct. Everything appears to be correct. Everything appears to be correct.
Operation successful.
And then I guess we go back to this?
Let us not dawdle.
The logic of this puzzle makes no sense to me.
This explorator is
Wait.
blessed with multifunctionality.
All it did was unlock this? The thing we already got? Okay, game. Uh-huh. Alright, cool. Did I at least get experience from that? Yep, I did. Okay, you know what? As long as I got experience, at least there's that. I am mad, though. That was a weird... Somebody help. I checked all of those, and none of those said they did anything. And yet, just by checking that one first, and then this one, for some reason, that was enough? I don't understand what the flags are for this. Makes no sense to me. Maybe... no. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the internal logic on that one. I'm missing something. I'm sure somebody will explain it in great detail in the comments, but it's fine. And yeah, so save got unlocked. We were able to do that anyway, so yeah, I'm not mad. Well, at any rate, I suppose we'll start off the next episode with level ups and going into the sewers, I guess, and we'll go from there. Honestly, I should probably consider seeing if I can make my way back to the ship now that we got rid of the artillery to clear out these injuries. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe off screen I'll check and see if that's even possible. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Andy Ford, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Turkeyfoot 27, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.